This is why we travel, for these moments. The campfire stories, the cold plunge into a lake, these are the moments that stay with you long after the trip has ended. But this trip was different. The 1,800-mile journey from Utah to Washington and back was this time being done with our brand new Cybertruck. The plan was simple. We wanted to see if the Cybertruck full self-driving could drive us from our driveway in Utah all the way to Washington to our campsite and back. And would the EV charging process be an hindrance on our drive? This was our first road trip with an EV, and with our Cybertruck named Kimo.
Get it! Oh! Let's go! Woo!
Alright, so we are now about 38 miles and 35 minutes from our first stop of this leg, which was supposed to be the supercharger, but we have a stop because Nichell found a great food stop, which is 4 minutes away, so we're going to grab some food and then go to the charger, just a little snack. What we were curious about is, will it recognize? So what I have is I have the charger, the supercharger as the destination, and then I have the food stop right before. So like, will it recognize and still precondition the battery? And as you can see right here, it is preconditioning the battery. We're about 35 minutes out, so started the preconditioning process. And then the estimate initially was we're gonna get there with 29%. Looks like we're getting there with 32%. And as you can see, we're not necessarily going super slow. We're going about 81 to 85 at just that speed based on what's happening. So far, it's been a really nice ride.
One of the things about doing a road trip with a car that can do full self-driving is that you have an enormous amount of energy even after a long road trip. It's surprising how much energy and mental capacity is utilized just driving the car on the road. You have to account for lane changes, blind spots, so many things that you simply don't have to deal with when you are supervising an FSD capable car, especially one where FSD is as good as it is in the Cybertruck. So we get to enjoy our dancing, songs, music, the scenery, and arrive at our destination super fresh.
So at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and go to charging, which is right here. Do stop charge, and we're gonna go ahead and unplug and head on our way.
With the first charge stop of the trip down, we're off to our next leg of this 6-hour road trip on the first day, which was from Utah to Boise, Idaho. At Boise, I was going to top up the car and then leave it overnight at our Airbnb and then head on our way in the morning. Now, what I didn't realize is how relaxing this trip was already.
So, beautiful Philly girl here just woke up from a nap. How was your nap?
So I'm not a napper when we do road trips, mainly because I'm just a nervous passenger. I just don't nap. It was a nice nap. I was very tired from not enough sleep the last 2 days. And that was not a long nap, but that was a very nice nap. And it makes me realize that we need to get like a comfy pillow, like a neck pillow or something. Because when I put the chair down, it has this nice headrest, but then I'm like right in the middle, like not here, but not here. And it was hard to keep my neck comfortable. It felt like I was sleeping a little bit on an airplane, but with a really reclined seat. But that was a really nice nap.
I tried to convince her you can go to sleep. That's a big deal. So, I mean,
it's very smooth. It almost lulls you to sleep a little bit. And when it changes lanes or slows down or whatever, there's no jolting. There's no, oh my gosh, what was that? It's not even like a little bit. It's just very smooth. Like I had no trouble staying asleep the whole time, except for my neck. But that was it.
I'm not driving. This is the Cybertruck driving itself, and it has done so now. If you look over here, on this specific trip, 323.8 miles, all driven by itself. Out of the 520 miles maybe I've driven, that this truck has driven, I've probably driven maybe 10 miles. Maybe. Not even, I would imagine, because I can count the times that I drove, and it might be less than 5 miles.
Now, full self-driving, or FSD, was the main reason that I bought this truck. But this trip was going to be the true litmus test to see if the Cybertruck could actually take us on a long road trip and add value to our life. And it blew our minds. So the first day came to an end with about 350 miles down with an overnight stop in Boise. And then we continued our trip the next day.
All right, good morning. So day 2 of the trip.
Day 2.
Day 1 was a success, I think a little over 300 miles. We'll have to look at the stats, and 100%, pretty much like 99%, Kemosabe drove himself. Now we're going to a breakfast spot. Did you have one in mind?
Yes, we're gonna go to a coffee shop that has really good coffee, which is important, and breakfast burritos and stuff.
That's great. And what's super exciting about that is this is going to be the first time that Nichell is going to be supervising FSD to the coffee shop. It's gonna be really great. Wait, she did not know this. Look at her.
I'm like, where's my passenger princess seat? This is my passenger princess seat. I'm so dedicated to this. So dedicated.
All right, let's do it. We are on our way. This leg is from Boise, Idaho to Baker City, Oregon. That's going to be the first stop in about an hour and 50 minutes. We only need to stop there for about 7 minutes to just do a top up until the next spot. And again, we can skip that if you want to push it a little further. So we'll decide as we're getting closer what we want to do.
You know, a vehicle can be something that simply takes you from point A to point B, or it can be something that absolutely adds value to your life in so many ways. And in this case, it's about what it carries along with you. After that long drive from Utah, Kemosabe wasn't just carrying our gear, it was holding the potential for the entire weekend. Every bag, every paddleboard, every floaty was a promise for a memory we were about to make, and the real adventure was just being unpacked. And we arrived refreshed because of full self-driving, ready to enjoy the adventure to the fullest. Moments like this are what make the entire journey worth it. What's even more precious is being able to enjoy these moments with so much energy. We did not feel like we had just traveled 900 miles. We've done this drive a few times before, and traveling 900 miles takes a toll on you. But we did not feel any of that. With the Cybertruck doing most of the work, it doesn't just get you there to the moment. It delivers you with the energy to actually live it. This is my favorite moment of any camping trip, when the sounds of the game, the running, and the laughter, while precious, they all just melt away.
Let's go. All right. Good. Hut. Oh, yes. Let's go.
Wait, on the right.
Blue 42. Hut.
Woo! Get it.
Let's go. Let's go. Woo!
You realize that the whole point of the journey, the reason for all that planning, it wasn't just the big, loud moments, which are nice, but it was for the small, quiet ones too. When you're sitting by the fire with your family, sharing stories, creating memories. This is the real payoff. The noise of the world fades, and all that's left is the warmth, the stillness, and each other.